Ladies and gentlemen, Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. helped orchestrate and set up Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight. He was working against Death Row. When Suge Knight said that I had two of the toughest guys on Tupac, but Reggie pulled them off of him. Listen to what Frank Alexander says right in front of Reggie the Rat Wright Jr.'s face and Suge Knight's face when Suge was trying to find out what happened. Listen.
Tupac and Alexander are alone in a crowd with no radio or weapon.
To me, that's the beginning of our downfall.
I don't own Right Way Security. I work for Reggie. I go, there should have been more security with us. I go, I had already asked you and told you that we needed more bodyguards on Pac. I go, I asked for more security. I go, he goes, well, what happened to Michael Moore? He was with you that day. I said, he was called to go back over to 662. And every answer I gave Suge was answers that Reggie should have been giving Suge or Suge should have known. He says to Reggie, he goes, Reg, he goes, what's up? You know, what was the breakdown in security? And Reggie was like, and Al was a supervisor, and now here's the finger being pointed again.
Boom.
And every answer I gave Suge was answers that Reggie should have been giving Suge or Suge should have known.
We know for a fact that was Reggie, based on the fact that Tim Williams, who was Michael Moore's roommate, was in the room when Michael Moore got the call from Reggie asking him, or basically telling him, to come to Club 662. Listen.
When it comes to Michael Moore, was anybody calling his hotel room, trying to figure out his whereabouts, or see if he was coming to 662 or if he was still on Tupac? Was there any kind of information like that you were witness to?
There was a phone conversation, John, but I don't know exactly what the conversation was about. After Mike got off the phone, what I do remember was he was angry because he was told not to carry his gun, and he had got taken off for Tupac.
Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. defers and says that, well, Al Giddens was a supervisor. No, that's not going to work. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. said that he talked to Tupac twice that night. Once he told it to the grand jury. That is proof what? That what Suge was saying as far as the security guards and sending more security when he told Reggie, that it's true. All of the questions that Frank Alexander was asking was supposed to be answered by Reggie the Rat Wright Jr.
To this day, I believe that Tupac was under the impression that I was going to be going to the MGM Grand with him. If that wasn't the case, when I went to my room, I knew in my heart I wasn't coming back, because I had been instructed to go to Club 662. Now that I think back on it, he said he's paying for this shit and that he is telling us where we're going. I remember him saying that real loud that day in the lobby, that I'm paying for you, you go where I say go. And then I said, Frank, you need to make a phone call to Reggie.
And Pac said, Michael, come over to the MGM and meet us over there.
Tupac even called Reggie and had Frank get in touch with Reggie to find out where Michael Moore was at. And I knew something wasn't right. So when I went to my hotel room, I told Tim Williams, something is not right here.
So when Suge Knight says, I had two of the best guys on Tupac that night, but Reggie pulled them off of him, he got that from Frank Alexander. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. set up Tupac Shakur to be hurt that night. He sabotaged his security, y'all. Suge didn't know that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. had pulled Michael Moore off of Tupac. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. is lying. Yeah. Tim Williams also confesses that, hey, you know what? Reggie, Michael was told not to carry his gun.